Alright, let's try a little navigating, see if I can get lucky. Navigate to Starbucks.
Turn left at La Venta Road, then turn left at Agra Road.
Now that is the Droid 2 that is speaking up and giving you voice turn-by-turn navigation. The reason you're not hearing it on the Epic 4G is because the GPS has not locked. The directions are actually there, but not to turn-by-turn voice directions because the GPS hasn't locked. And I'm sure you're all aware there's been an issue with the Captivate.
In 600 feet, turn right at Instone Court.
I'm sure you're all aware there's been
Turn left at La Venta Road, then turn left at Agra Road.
There's been an issue with the Captivate as well as the Vibrant, and you can see eventually the Epic 4G did lock its GPS and will give you turn-by-turn. But that has been an issue. I find it works much better outdoors, but the Droid 2 handles it indoors very, very well. So here's a look at navigation. Let's take a look at some photos in the gallery that I took a little earlier today, and we'll start out with our traditional flower photo. And then we've got the Droid 2 up on top, both of them with 5 megapixel cameras with autofocus. Droid 2 offers a dual LED flash. The Epic 4G is a single flash. So we'll take a look at these and we'll double tap to zoom in. Maybe we won't. There we go. We woke it up. And both of them multi-touch. Let me try and get the images about the same size. There we go. Those are pretty close. Put them in the middle. Let's take a look. So look at our flower. Of course, they both scroll in the opposite direction. There's our no parking sign. Double tap to zoom in. It's about the same size. Move these like this too, so we can get both in this different position, so you can see both of them. And here's our long shot. And again, I do have the displays turned up as bright as they'll go on both of them. Double tap to zoom in. About the same size. And then there should be it's an indoor shot. Both of them were taken with flash. And here's the video, DVD quality, 720 by 480, 30 frames per second. All right. Oh. Let's take a look at the video on the Epic 4G. Sorry about that. Again, this shoots 720p. As you can tell, it's a bit breezy. Alright, there's a look at the camera functionality on both of the phones. Again, they both offer 5 megapixel cameras. They both offer flash. They both offer autofocus. The big difference is on the Epic 4G you get video recording at 720p versus 720 by 480 DVD quality on the Motorola Droid 2. Alright, let's run our YouTube test, take a look at a couple of different videos. Both of them default to HQ. Both of them are running off the same Wi-Fi network, and both of them have their displays turned up. And we seem to have a problem with the Droid 2. See if we can pick it back up. I don't know if you've seen that shot or watched that video, but it's a pretty amazing shot if you're a tennis fan. And let's go back and try one more real quick. And we'll try Bad Kids.
What's happening for them? Guys, you know when we watch those videos that show you things you shouldn't be doing? Well, This is one of them. In fact, don't ever, ever, ever get an airbag, place it in an old tire, and have your friend sit on it. It's funny because the squirrel gets dead. Now, in this video...
One thing that's been happening with the Droid 2, okay, now it's back. Let's see how it pops up now. It keeps dropping the Wi-Fi connection. There we go.
Guys, you know when you watch those videos that show you things you shouldn't be doing? Well, this is one of them. In fact, don't ever, ever, ever get an airbag, place it in an old tire, and have your friend sit on it.
Alright, so there you go. That's a look at running a couple YouTube videos on the Droid 2 and Samsung Epic 4G. Alright, let's do our browser test. I have both of the phones hooked up to the same Wi-Fi network. Both of them have their displays turned up as bright as they will go, including the settings on the Epic 4G browser brightness. And we'll start off with smartphone and I'll try and kick these off at exactly the same time. And they're off. I cleared the caches and the history on both of these before we started this test. And again, the Droid 2 is running Froyo 2.2 versus the Eclair on the Epic 4G. And they're pretty much neck and neck at the moment. Who's going to get there first? And it was the... You know what? I couldn't tell. We'll have to go back for an instant replay and see who got there first. Needless to say, it was very, very close. You can see they both scroll very smoothly. I'm finding more and more on Android phones that the first instant of scrolling you get a little bit of stick, and then once it starts going it's very smooth. Let's double tap, move it on one of these. There we go. Give you an idea of what the text looks like, and again, both of them multi-touch. One of the nice things is you'll notice the Epic reformats the text to fit the display, no matter how close you go in. Zoom out. Let's go to another page, and we're not going to time this one. They're both very quick. I would have to say probably a couple of the quickest out there that I've seen, if not the two quickest as far as browsers are concerned. And let's go down and see how they do on running a YouTube video right off the phone. I really don't want to hear myself. I get to hear it enough anyway, but yeah, it worked very well on both of them. So anyway, there's a look at, or a face-off between the Motorola Droid 2 and the Epic 4G, both phones offering full slide-out QWERTY keypads. Both running on Android OS, one offering 4G connectivity, one offering Android 2.2 Froyo. One's running on the Verizon network, the Moto Droid 2, and the Epic 4G is offered by Sprint. So anyway, there's our look. I hope it's been helpful. Take care.